For thousands of years, experts believed the pyramids were built with simple tools and brute human labor. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the truth is far more astonishing? New evidence suggests the builders of the pyramids possessed something far more advanced technology that, according to our history books, simply shouldn't have existed 4,000 years ago. The precision of the stonework defies explanation. Magnetic anomalies surround these ancient structures, and strange hieroglyphs depict devices that seem impossibly modern. Are we looking at the work of simple laborers, or the legacy of a forgotten technological age? In part 1 of our series, we explored the mind-boggling precision of the Great Pyramid's design, an architectural feat that challenges even our modern capabilities. In part 2, we uncovered its uncanny alignment with distant star systems and the potential connection to global energy grids, hinting at a purpose far beyond a simple tomb. And now, in part 3, we dive headfirst into the most shocking theory yet, where the ancient Egyptians wielding a form of lost high technology to build their eternal monuments. The evidence we're about to uncover will challenge everything you thought you knew about the ancient world. Prepare to question history itself. Let's journey deep inside the Great Pyramid, into its silent, stone-walled heart. Here, we find engineering that seems utterly impossible for its time. We're talking about massive granite blocks, some weighing up to 80 tons. That's the equivalent of 12 adult elephants. These stones were quarried hundreds of miles away, transported across unforgiving desert terrain, and then lifted to incredible heights. But the real mystery isn't just their weight, it's their precision. Each block is cut so perfectly that you can't even fit a piece of paper between them. They fit together seamlessly, without any mortar to hold them in place. How was this achieved? With copper chisels and stone hammers. Some scientists are now proposing a radical idea that sounds like it straight out of science fiction: sonic levitation. This theory suggests that the builders understood the physics of sound and vibration. By generating specific, powerful sound frequencies, they could have created a resonant field that would significantly reduce the weight of these massive stones, allowing them to be moved and positioned with relative ease. Imagine colossal blocks of granite floating through the air, guided into place by sound alone. It sounds impossible, but when you look at the sheer scale and precision of the construction, conventional explanations start to feel just as unbelievable. Could the secrets of the pyramids be encoded not in what we see, but in what we can't? The invisible power of sound. The mysteries don't stop with how the stones were moved. What about how they were cut and shaped? Let's travel to the Temple of Hathor at Dendara. Carved on its walls are reliefs that have puzzled researchers for decades. They depict strange elongated objects that look remarkably like giant light bulbs, complete with filaments and cables connecting them to a box-like device. Mainstream Egyptologists interpret these as symbolic representations of a lotus flower and a snake, but others see clear proof of early electrical knowledge. Were the ancient Egyptians illuminating their dark tombs and temples not with torches, but with electric lamps? Then there's the evidence found in the granite quarries of Aswan. Here, we find massive, unfinished obelisks and stone boxes with markings that are incredibly difficult to explain. The core drill holes are perfectly cylindrical, with spiral grooves that suggest a high-speed rotational tool. Modern experiments have shown that to drill through granite this efficiently, you would need a drill bit tipped with diamonds, rotating with immense force. Some researchers argue that the precision cuts and polished surfaces found throughout Egypt could only have been made with machine tools, powered by an unknown energy source. When you compare the markings on these ancient stones to those left by modern industrial drills, the similarities are uncanny and deeply unsettling. Where did this technology come from? This leads us to an even more mind-bending theory. What if the pyramids weren't just tombs? What if their primary function was something else entirely? A handful of engineers and physicists have proposed that the Great Pyramid itself was a colossal machine, gigantic power plant. They point to its unique structure and materials. It was built with layers of limestone, an insulator, and granite, which is slightly radioactive and contains high amounts of quartz crystals. The theory goes that the pyramid was designed to harness the natural vibrations and energy of the earth. The quartz-rich granite chambers could have converted these vibrations into electromagnetic energy, a process known as piezoelectricity. This energy could then have been amplified and transmitted wirelessly, potentially powering the tools used to build the pyramids or even providing electricity to surrounding cities. It sounds like a fantasy, but the design includes features like conductive shafts and insulated chambers that are eerily consistent with the principles of a modern power station. Was the Giza Plateau once the site of a massive, ancient energy grid? The puzzle of impossible ancient engineering isn't confined to Egypt. If we zoom out and look at the globe, we find similar mysteries scattered across different continents, separated by thousands of miles and thousands of years. In Peru, the megalithic walls of Sacsayhuaman and Machu Picchu feature massive, irregularly shaped stones that fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, with a level of precision that is simply breathtaking. In Bolivia, the site of Pumapunku contains H-shaped blocks of hard diorite stone, cut with machine-like accuracy and interlocking parts. These sites, much like the pyramids, seem to have been built with a technology that doesn't fit the historical timeline. Could all these ancient cultures be connected? Is it possible that they were all part of a single, highly advanced global civilization, a civilization that mastered incredible technology and then, for some unknown reason, vanished from the face of the earth, leaving behind these enigmatic stone monuments as their only legacy? As you might imagine, these ideas are incredibly controversial. Mainstream Egyptologists and archaeologists largely dismiss them as pseudoscience, arguing that there is no concrete evidence for lost technology and that the ingenuity of ancient people with simple tools is being underestimated. They stand by the established narrative of ramps, ropes, and immense manpower. However, a growing number of engineers, physicists, geologists, and independent researchers insist that the official story simply doesn't add up. They argue that the physical evidence, the tool marks, the precision, the sheer scale of the construction cannot be explained by the accepted methods. For them, the science doesn't lie. The stones themselves tell a story, and it's a story that contradicts the history we've been taught. We are left with a fundamental conflict. Do we trust the history books, or do we trust the evidence carved in stone? So, if ancient civilizations did possess this kind of advanced technology, it begs the ultimate question: where did it come from? Was it a homegrown human innovation that was lost to time, or was it a gift from somewhere else? In part, we will explore the most controversial theory of all, the possibility of an extraterrestrial connection. Did beings from another world guide humanity's first steps into civilization? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter in this incredible pyramid mystery. The truth is out there, waiting to be rediscovered.